The biggest single story heading into this Raiders game is the return of Rashid Rice. You already heard the hype on the podcast. Now let me walk you through what his presence actually does to this offense and why this feels like a soft landing for him. First, picture how Kansas City's spacing has looked through the first 6 weeks. Opposing defenses were often able to bracket single threats because there wasn't a dynamic outside target consistently stretching the middle and creating after-catch chaos. When Rice is on the field, he's not just another target, he's a gravity piece. He demands coverage attention that changes how safeties and linebackers can cheat down. That 5-yard pass can become a 30-yard play because of the way he finishes after contact, and Mahomes trusts him in traffic. That changes routes, reads, and play design. Remember the tape from last year. Those games the podcast mentioned. 7 catches for 103 against Baltimore, a touchdown in Cincinnati, and 12 catches for 110 in Atlanta. Those weren't flukes. Those were moments where defensive schemes failed to account for his route variety and physicality. Against a Raiders secondary that struggled and has been leaning on linebackers in coverage, Rice's skill set is tailor-made to exploit soft spots. If the Raiders try to hide a weak nickel or rely on linebackers to cover the slot, Rice will win those reps, and Mahomes will find him. It's not only about Rice's numbers, it's about what he opens up for everyone else. Tight windows for Travis Kelce become easier, screens to running backs get more room, and Worthy and Thornton can take advantage of single coverage when defenders cheat to account for Rice. The offense becomes less predictable, and that's huge this time of year when opponents adjust to film. Expect the Chiefs to get Rice the ball early in a sequence, short catches, manufactured touches, then let him stretch the field. Go ahead and vote in the comments. Over 7 targets or under 7? Put your pick and why. Now flip it over to the defense, because how Kansas City attacks Geno Smith could decide everything. The podcast hit the number. Spags blitzed 64% of the time in that Eagles matchup, and that aggressive mindset is one you should expect again if the game script allows it. Here's the logic, simple and visual. Speed up Geno's clock. When you make him move faster with interior pressure, stunts off the edge, or well-timed linebacker blitzes, you force quicker decisions and increase turnover chances. The Raiders are already among the league leaders in giveaways. You don't need a radical plan to exploit that. You need to make him uncomfortable early and often. Exploit their personnel decisions. They've shown a tendency to play linebackers in coverage instead of their nickel package. That gives the Chiefs matchup advantages, especially with Rice back to stress the slot. Spags can mix heavy pressure looks with disguised coverages, bait short throws, and turn them into takeaways. Bring the house on third and medium when it fits, and drop into tight zones on early downs to limit explosive plays. Use movement and variety. Don't be one-dimensional. Give Galata and the young guys clear rush roles. A stunt here, a twist there. If Chris Jones is schemed away or limited, the Chiefs need others to win one-on-ones. Even consistent disruption without a sack, a hurried throw, a tipped pass, can create interceptions. Prioritize turnovers over highlight sacks. Disciplined tackling with punch-outs and on-the-ball awareness will turn hurried throws into turnovers. Special teams and field position matter here too. Force Geno to start with long fields through smart punts and disciplined coverage. Combine that field position advantage with pressure and turnovers will follow, and the offense will get shorter fields to work with. Now, a quick engagement. Pick one and drop it in the comments. Should Spags blitz early and often? Yes. Or play conservative too. Protect time of possession. No? Tell me which blitz package you'd call on third down, and I'll pin the most interesting suggestion. Let's talk money in a fan-focused way. The lines opened around Chiefs, 11 to 11.5 with a total near 45-point fee. The real interesting nugget is the first half market. Raiders, plus 6.5 in the first half, looked like value. If you're thinking like a bettor, or even if you just want to read the game better, here's why that matters. If the Chiefs get Rice going early and the offense hits quickly, you expect Kansas City to pour it on later once adjustments are made. Historically, Kansas City hasn't always dominated first-half tempo recently. That gives the Raiders a path to hang around early. Betting the first half isolates that segment where momentum and matchups can override final outcome. That's why plus 6.5 for the Raiders is a way to hedge if you believe the Chiefs pull away in the second half but might not dominate early. Where Money Flows is telling, the podcast mentioned more money on the over and heavier bets on the Chiefs outright, but the percentages and sharp action on the first half number are what matter. For live bettors, watch the first two possessions. If the Chiefs stall and the Raiders move the ball, first half plays could cash and give you better in-game opportunities. Props matter too. Rice's first touch, anytime catches, or targets will be juicy early. If you like defense, first half sacks and turnovers are micro bets that sometimes pay better than full game spreads. A responsible betting reminder: only wager what you can afford to lose, set limits, and treat this as entertainment. Engagement here. Are you betting the Chiefs to cover? Yes, no? Vote in the comments and say whether you're on full game money line, first half plays, or just watching props. If you want more betting breakdowns like this, hit the like button and subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers, and every sub helps us produce deeper, faster analysis for you. Back to the front line. The pass rush. This week is about who steps up behind Chris Jones. If the Chiefs want to keep turning defense into offense, someone needs to become a difference maker when teams double or slide toward Jones. Start with George Karlaftis. He's been consistent. Now he needs to tilt a game. Against a Raiders O-line that struggles with delayed stunts and interior movement, Karlaftis can win with technique and persistence. Expect Spags to move him around, to isolate. Favorable matchups. Felix Anudike-Uzomah and Mike Dana have flashed. They need to show timing and burst to collapse the pocket. Even if they don't get sacks, disrupting timing will lead to bad throws or tipped passes. Sleeper watch. Austin Galota. The staff likes his first step quickness. This game could be the one where he flashes in limited reps, a third down hurry or a QB hit, and the coaching staff gives him more snaps. The answer to replacing Chris Jones isn't a single player, it's creativity. A-gap blitzes, safety pressure off the edge, and rotated looks to disguise who's coming. When every rusher looks dangerous, the system creates chaos. Engagement. Call your shot in the comments. Who's your breakout pass rusher this week? Karlaftis, Dana, Felix, or Galata? I'll pin the most liked prediction before kickoff. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. We're closing in on 6,000 subscribers, and we drop these breakdowns every week. Now let's pull it all together with a clear checklist the Chiefs need to run through for a clean win. Win the line of scrimmage. If Kansas City controls the trenches, running game sustaining drives and pass protection giving Mahomes time, everything else follows. Early first down conversions change game script and let the defense be aggressive. Use Rashid Rice as a pressure valve, not just a deep threat. Get him short, let him move after the catch, and force the Raiders to respect the slot. That opens space for Kelsey, Worthy, and Thornton and gives Mahomes cleaner reads on third down. Force turnovers early. That's the defense's priority. Hurry Geno, bait tight throws, and be ready to rip the ball loose. A turnover or two flips field position and betting angles in Kansas City's favor. Clean special teams and field position. Don't give the Raiders short fields. Pin punts, cover well, and avoid penalties. Keep an eye on the kicker. Pat and kickoff consistency matters more than you think to momentum and scoreboard. Management. Manage clock and tempo. Use sustained drives to chew clock and keep Geno off the field. But be flexible. If turnovers happen, accelerate and finish the game early. Here are 3 realistic game scripts and final score ranges to guide your expectations. Best case script: Chiefs control possession, Rice hits 7+ targets, defense forces 2+ turnovers. Final score: Chiefs 31, Raiders 14. Close but controlled. The Raiders push early, Chiefs pull away in the second half. Final score: Chiefs 27, Raiders 17. Watch out scenario. If the Chiefs can't generate pressure and special teams give bad field position, this stays tight. Final score range: Chiefs 24, Raiders 20. Engagement wrap: pick a final score range in the comments. A. Chiefs by 1-7. B. Chiefs by 8-14. C. Chiefs by 15+, and tell me why. If this breakdown helped you see the game clearer, smash that like button and subscribe. We're chasing 6,000 subscribers, and your support gets us better access and deeper film work for you. One last thing before we go live: drop your Rice target prediction, number, and the name of the pass rusher you think will make the biggest play. I'll watch the comments and pin the most interesting call before kickoff.